Hello, the troopers, and welcome back to General Economics Bunker. Thank you so much for joining me here on this fine Wednesday night. How's everybody doing? How's the first half of your week going? I hope that it's going very, very well. And if it's not, hey, the weekend's just around the corner. I can almost smell it. So, thank you again for joining me here. We got quite the show lined up. Okay, uh, it's been a long time coming, long overdue in my personal opinion too. Um, and so yeah, I'm very very excited to talk to today's guest, uh, which most of you people know already. So I don't even know why I'm bearing the lead. You saw the thumbnail. Come on now. So once again, thank you so much for being here. And I what can I say about our guest today that people don't already know? He's an amazing collector. He's an amazing member of our community, and an incredibly talented individual. Um, he's basically, he's like the Beethoven of the Star Wars community, or the Bosch. I don't know any of these names, by the way. I just googled some like famous musicians. I have no idea who they are. I hope they're good. Uh, so we're gonna have quite the interesting conversation today because, like I said, not only is he an amazing Star Wars fan, right? This man is just an amazing creator, all on his own. So, without further ado, although I could keep going with the adieu, by the way, let's bring in our guest tonight. We have Scott. What is going on, brother?
Hey, how you doing?
That's awesome, man. Thank you so much for joining us
Oh,
here, man.
thank you so much for that introduction. It's like I'm sitting over here like going, no, me? Wow. So thank you.
You
I
kidding
really
me? Come
appreciate
on,
that.
no, thank you so much. So a little bit of I guess behind the curtains stuff or behind the scenes. So I told Scott not that long ago. I think it was Sunday after Sunday's transmission of the Rogue Five Cantina. Sorry,
Yeah.
which by the way, go check him out here on YouTube, where the first sister Janine is a big part of it. So. And Scott popped in for a little bit after we were wrapped up the stream, and I was like, Scott, I really want to talk to you. Like, if you have time at any point, jump over on the high ground. And he's like, I could probably do it this week. And I was like, dude, let's do it. So
Here
thank you
I
for
am.
that. I much appreciate it.
Yep.
Like I said, long overdue in my opinion.
Mhm.
But you're here. We're here. We're gonna have fun. All right. But see, I did not lie. So popular, man. The chat is already blowing up.
Yeah,
So
I see
let me just
Kaz.
jump right in. We got Pat's fan with a
Bats fan.
comment. Says, okay, I'm here and ready. And he was
Yeah.
about an hour and a half ago. All
Wow,
right, Pats
dude.
fan. Thanks.
Crazy.
Saying I need my Star Wars fix. I hear you, brother. Don't we all?
Hmm.
Got Pablo in the house. Blackstar09 saying
Hey,
hello
Pablo.
there. What's going on, man? Thank you so much for being here. Guys, if you don't know, Blackstar09 is a super talented 3D printer. He shared today on Instagram that he is printing a clone trooper helmet. And what he excels at, in my opinion, is the paint job. So keep an eye out. Blackstar09 also on Instagram and here on YouTube. Definitely check him out.
Very cool.
Pat's fan saying hello.
Hello again.
Ooh, Pat's fan counting down 25 minutes.
Hello again.
Dang. Cass saying, evening, everyone. Happy hump day.
I still love that, man. Kaz, formerly MKaz. That is just
Yes.
got to be the most awesome thing.
Right?
So,
Exactly.
yeah.
That's perfect. Pat's fan saying, Mike, guess what day it is?
It's hump day.
Yes, sir.
What?
We got,
Yeah.
speaking of, we got Janine Berry saying, hello, friends.
Hello. Yeah.
Cass saying hi to Janine. Janine saying hi to Cass. Pat's fan saying hi to Janine as well. Janine saying hi back. I love it.
Yeah.
Pat asking, how's your week going?
Good
Ooh,
question.
Janine with the, how's
Yeah.
yours going? Yikes.
It's been
Well,
a tough
Janine,
week and it's only Wednesday.
yeah, right. I was gonna say, but so I want to shout out Janine also because she was gonna work today, or at this time, and she actually moved around, her schedule to be here with us. So truly appreciate Janine. Thank you so much. And for everybody watching, in case you guys don't know for some reason, Janine and Scott are like the power couple in the Star Wars community.
Power
So
couple.
yeah.
Yeah,
Pat's
she's the social butterfly. I'm the guy behind the scenes, sort of.
I don't know about that, man.
Things.
You're pretty front and center in my book.
Thank you.
So Pat saying at least the next few days we have streams to watch. Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
I think we kind of kick off today, right? And it doesn't really end now till Sunday, right? With again
Hmm.
Frog Five Cantina. So make sure you
Yeah.
check them out. They got their third episode this week coming up, and it's going to be their Halloween special. So
That's right.
I'm sure it's going to be super super fun. Janine saying yes, and
Hmm.
saying here we
We
go.
go.
Love it. Cass saying, hey, General, how's it going, Cass? We got Chris from the Man Collect saying, good evening, everyone.
Hello, Chris.
What's going on, Chris? So, guys, if you enjoy toy hunting, which I do, you definitely got to check out the Man Collects. This man is a freaking machine. He puts out like 4 toy hunts, and they're all like an hour long each week. Uh, I'm pretty
Wow.
sure, he has one of like 4 identical brothers. And so, that's kind of how they pull it off. But so far, he hasn't confessed yet. Pat's fan with rocking on. Janine saying laughter. We got Badman. Ooh,
Bad
welcome,
man. What's
welcome.
up?
And Janine saying drink. All right.
Batman. Yep. Let's put that.
Pat's fan saying, hey, Scott. Cass
Hey.
saying Scott was an amazing collector. His wife took all the poor guy's collecting space away from him for her own collection space.
Well, the running joke is like if Eben sends something like a mug or a cup or something like that, I don't even get to see it. She got it. She's out.
Oh,
So yeah,
man,
it's
that's
always a
awesome.
running joke.
Yeah. Janine laughing at it though.
Hmm.
And look who we got. We got Jeff, Star Wars Addict
Jeffs.
77, saying hello there.
Hello
What is
there.
going on, Jeff? Thanks so much for being here, man. Appreciate you. Jenny say hi to Pablo. Scotty Keys, that's right. Rolando, our multiversal mod in the
Rolando.
house.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining, Ben. I always
He's
appreciate you coming in.
everywhere.
He really is, man. I don't know how he pulls it off, but he does every single time, every single stream. So my hat's off
Pretty
to
awesome.
him constantly. Janine saying, hi, Jeff. Long time no see, with a hint of sarcasm. Jeff saying, true, Janine. Cass saying hi to Jeff. Janine saying hi to Rolando. Jeff saying hi to Cass.
Kaz.
Cass saying hi to Rolando. Janine said, would not miss it. Appreciate you, first sister. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's see. It's like, what? They're married? Eesh.
It's a
Oilers.
trap.
Yeah.
Rolando saying hi to everybody. Appreciate you, Rolando. Thank you.
Mm.
Pat's fan saying Scott is the best. That he
thank you,
is.
Pat's
That
fan.
he is. Jeff saying hi to Rolando. So on and so forth. So I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. You guys are on fire. Thank you so much for being here.
Mhm,
But I
thank
know
you.
you're not here for me. You're here for
Yes.
our honored guest here.
Yes. I'm here
Um,
for this guy.
So, Scott.
Yes.
Scott.
Yes.
Scotty.
Kenobi.
I'm just kidding.
Yes.
So let's I'll tell you what, so with you it's gonna be a little bit different because we all know that you have 2 big passions, right?
Mhm.
Or big, love when it comes to Star Wars, of course, but there's also the music side, right?
Mhm.
um
And Janine.
there you go, of course, and Janine. Not that we will admit openly, but it's fine. So let's take it back to the beginning. What is more familiar with us, which is Star Wars. So,
Yeah.
can you tell us your earliest memory or the time where you say, "Okay, this is for me. This is gonna be with me," for a long time.
It was 1977 in a movie
Nice.
theater. It was like right after Star Wars was released. My parents wanted to see it. They're trying to get tickets for the 8 o'clock show. It was sold out. So they went for the 10 o'clock, and then they were just like, well, Scott will probably just fall asleep. That's fine.
Right.
So we go into the theater. I'm sitting on my mom's lap, and I vividly remember this. And I'm kind of leaning back, and she's reading the opening crawl to me. And then as soon as that blockade runner came out and then the Star Destroyer, I sat straight up. And the entire movie, I was like that. So it hit me straight through the eyes that first showing. And I probably
nice.
saw New Hope, I want to say at least 20, 25 times in a theater from about there to about 14 years old, depending on when it showed up.
That's awesome.
Because again, you got to go back. No internet, no VHS, no video. No, if it was in the theater, you saw it. And
Exactly.
we had to wait a full year for any of the toys to come out. That was
Right,
probably the
right.
hardest part. But it also, because of that, shaped how they do things now. Toys are already in the store before a movie even comes out. And it's because
True.
of that. But yeah, we had to wait a full year. And I remember sitting in a mom and pop toy store that we used to go to all the time, waiting for them to show up. And they're like, we should get a delivery today. And
That's
it was
awesome.
Shogun Warriors. So I wound up with a Shogun Warrior. And it was like the next
Shogun
week or
Warriors,
something
very
like
nice.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Which, by the
So,
way, guys, for those of you in the toy community, Shogun Warriors are actually highly collectible. So, yeah,
and deadly because
yeah,
they were
that too.
die cast,
They,
heavy die
yes,
cast.
yes, the smaller ones, right? Not the big. What
Yeah,
are they
the
like?
little ones. They're
20
probably
ones,
about
but
that
the
big.
smaller
Yeah.
versions, yeah, those were die cast, and
Hmm.
they will knock you out. Not gonna lie, like somebody throws it at you,
Absolutely.
yeah, you're going down. Dude, that's awesome, man. So speaking of the toys, which as you know,
Hmm.
I like,
Oh
um,
yeah.
we what do you remember what the first one was the for you?
I don't. It's because I remember them all kind of equally, and it's like it didn't hit me. God, it was probably about a year ago, maybe a little bit longer. Joel sent me some retro figures,
Yeah,
3.75 retro figures, and just looking at the Chewbacca, I just kind of went back into like a time warp. I'm like,
nice.
whoa, it just kind of hit me weird. But I don't remember. It might have been R2, it might have been Luke, it might have been Vader. I don't remember, but I do remember having them all, And like Janine recently, not that long ago, maybe a couple of years ago or about a year ago,
Hmm.
she restored my original 1978 Millennium Falcon,
Wow,
put it back together, got stickers on it, and then she went off and bought herself one, and then did a killer paint job on it.
I
Now I
saw
look
that.
at
Yes,
mine and I'm like, I want mine
I
like
want
that
that.
one.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'll trade you.
So yeah.
Dude, that is so awesome. And again, for those of you who don't follow Janine for whatever reason, you totally should.
Hmm.
She has taken a deep dive into the customization, painting, right, and the weathering. She's gotten
Yeah.
really, really good with the weathering. So I've seen her done, more than a couple things lately, and all of them are looking amazing. So hats off to you, Janine, for picking something up that I'm too scared to try out. I'm not gonna lie. But I see some of your work, and I'm like, I kind of want to try it.
It's not scary. Go for something. Go for something you're not worried about,
Right.
right? And then just she'll walk you through it. Or anybody else. I mean, Joel does it. Joel does that stuff in like an hour.
Yeah, I was gonna say
But
Joe creates a
sometimes,
new hot toy in like 45 minutes. So
yeah, sometimes it's nothing more than putting a wash on it. Other times
sure.
it's doing things differently. But it's trying to make it look realistic. And I mean, her big X-wing looks amazing,
Yes.
and the Falcon looks amazing. So no, she does an incredible killer job.
Yeah, absolutely. And so she shared, sorry, with us that big Vader figure that she ended up getting, right,
Hmm.
a while back, and it was in rough shape, right, when she picked it up, and now it looks phenomenal. I mean, she put a new cape on it, which is kind of nuts. I kept looking at it. I was like, "There's something different about it." And when she
The
said,
cape
"Oh,
makes it. The cape
yeah,
makes it
it
because the
really
one that
does."
comes with it is too small and it's like see through, right?
Correct.
So she got like a kid's costume cape or something like that and just put it on it and
Perfect.
it's like wow. I mean,
Exactly.
it looks amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. It really does. Um, so we fast forward a little bit, and actually, you know what? I do have a question. So you were hooked from the very beginning, right?
Oh yeah.
In theaters, 1977, the whole thing. So is that why you fashioned your look to Luke Skywalker,
Well, and
farm
there's
boy?
another one. I don't know if you have the other picture where I've got like I'm in SeaWorld. It's like in a ball, uh, uh, like not a sand pit, but a ball pit. And I've got the Luke look. It was
That's
around that
awesome.
time. So yeah, that's got to be about 7 years old, maybe 8, somewhere in
Nice.
there.
There
Yeah.
you go. That's awesome, and that it is so cool when I get to talk to people that actually got to experience it, for the very first time ever, right?
Mm.
In history. So that's just amazing. So yeah, guys, in case you were wondering, yes, Scott has been good looking since a very young age. So
No, it just means Scott's old, very old.
we'll call it
So
vintage. How's that?
yeah, I'll go with vintage. I'm good with that. I'm okay with
I
that.
like that. I like that.
Yeah.
All right, so let me jump back here in the chat because I am falling way behind. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being
Oh,
here.
they're killing it.
Let's see. We got people saying hi to each other again. Thank you, thank you.
I see
Jenny saying
Rex.
hi to
Yeah,
Chris,
Chris.
Batman.
Cat.
Cass saying, hello, Scott. Forgot to say
Forgot to
hi.
say hi.
My defense, I was eating. Hey,
It's
that's all right.
quite all right. No problem.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Black Star saying, love your collection. Chris saying, that's awesome, Janine. I'm honored.
Yeah.
Batman saying, yo, Rolando. Hey, Janine. We got the home dude saying, what's up, General Kenobi and Scott? Not
Hey,
much,
home
man.
dude.
We're chatting here with Scott. We're finding out, uh, how he was one of the very first Luke Skywalker cosplayers in history. So very,
It's
very
actually
cool.
that Halloween, 1977 Halloween, I went as Darth Vader. My
Nice.
mom made a full paper mache helmet and everything. Yeah, I look like
That is the best.
what's his name from Spaceballs, completely. But it was cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. But I mean, it's just one of those things, right? Like you said, I was like, man, I looked, maybe not the best, or I look kind of goofy or whatever. But what I have found, is as we grow older, I'm like, man, I would give half of my collection to have that suit back, right?
Right, right, yeah, yeah.
It's just one of those things, right? That maybe we don't appreciate in the moment or at the time, but as as we grow older, we are like, man, that thing was amazing, right? I mean, it was literally one of a kind.
Hmm.
So
Absolutely.
we got McClunky Cast saying hello. What's going on,
Hey,
man? Thank you so
McClunky.
much for being here. Uh, we got Pat's fan saying, not that order, right, Scott?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah. McClunky's or Rolando saying hi to McClunky. We got LeBron Fit, our other
Hey,
moderator,
LeBron.
saying hello,
Yeah.
everybody. Thanks so much for being here, man. Oh, look who we got here.
Mr. Flex.
Exactly from the famous Flex Wins, Elijah. What's going on, brother? Appreciate you being here, man. Guys, in case you haven't checked it out, Elijah was a guest here last week when StreamYard was trying to sabotage me left and right. It was not fun, but it was a very, very fun show. So if you haven't checked it out, I would appreciate it if you go and do that.
Mhm.
Cass saying hi to Flex, LeBron doing the same, Sergio saying, what's up, guys?
Sergio, what's up,
I'm
man?
here. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming in. Everybody saying hi to Sergio. Janine saying hi to Flex. Sergio saying, well, walking my dogs, but I'm here. Hey, we'll take
He's
it,
either
man. Thank you
drinking
so much.
water at work or walking the dogs.
There you go.
It's all
right?
good. It's all good. Yeah.
Saying hi to Cass.
Guys.
Flex saying hi to Cass and LeBron. Everybody saying hi to each other. Let me jump over here. Yes, that's right. You got to recognize the first sister right there. So, in case you guys don't know, Flex is also part of the Cantina, the Rogue 5 Cantina, along with Janine. So, once again, guys, check them out on Sundays. This Sunday is going to be there you go. It's going to be their third episode, Halloween special. So, it is going to be a fun one. I'm sure they're going to have candy. So, make sure you check it out. Speaking of, also we got Joe from
Joe.
JMC Collects
Yep.
saying Jose and Scott. That is right.
Yes,
that
yes.
would be a cool cop show, by the way.
Jose
Pat's fan
and
saying,
Scott.
"What's up?" Exactly.
That's funny.
Let's see. Jeff saying hi to Flex and Pat's fan. Everybody saying hi. Appreciate you guys. And finally, caught up. We got Rex in the
Rex.
house from Millennium Workshop saying, "Good evening,
Love that
everyone."
name. Yeah, love that name.
What is going on, Rex? Thank you so much for being here, man. We appreciate you. Badman say had Flex, Janine displaying some of her art, of course. Flexing, OJ, very nice. Patsman saying, I'm scared to even try. Yeah, I hear you, man. But Scott has a good point. Maybe I'll just buy something like completely run of the mill, easily replaceable, right?
Don't have to
So,
worry about it. When you feel comfortable with it, and all of a sudden you'd be like, damn, that looks really good. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of those Lolas on
Yes.
clearance all over the place. And
Very
it's
true.
like, that's a good piece to go with. Watch Gabe's video. Gabe did a
Yes.
fantastic job with doing that. Star Wars replicas, right?
Yep. Yeah,
Um,
those replicas.
and just kind of follow it and go with it and start to figure out what's doing what. You're going to have a blast because a lot of things you can take to the next level very easily. And
Right.
it makes a huge difference.
Right.
Huge difference.
Very, very true. So Pat's fan saying, I'm lucky I can draw a stick figure with straight lines.
Yeah,
There
I
you go.
can. So, there you go.
Jeff saying, do I see a beard there also?
Maybe.
A little bit.
Maybe.
McClunky asking, how is everyone tonight? We're doing good, man. We're having fun. It's a Wednesday. It's hump day. We're almost to the weekend, so just hang on tight a little bit more. Joe saying hi to everybody, including, of course, the first sister.
First
We
sister.
got Duffman Diorama saying hello, everyone.
Duffman.
What's going on, man? Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate you guys. So Sergio saying, I'm off until Saturday, but no drinks tonight. Ooh,
Wow, dude, that's great.
I know. Yeah. So no drinking and walking the dogs, I guess, at the
I
same
drink
time.
energy drinks,
Nice.
so.
Um, Janine, love that intro. Yes. So I was gonna bring it up later on, but I can bring it up right now. So Scott, again, insanely talented man. And one of his most recent works, or I should say, one of the most recent that has been shown,
Mhm.
um, is the intro to the Rogue Five Cantina.
Yeah.
And guys, I think I can say that we all freaking love that intro, man.
Thank you.
It is so well put together. Again, if you guys haven't seen it, all you got to do is go check out their first or second episode at the beginning, of course, as an intro. And the first of all, the music is on point. It's so good. But also the video editing. I mean, the way you guys splice together those scenes, it just meshes so well.
Well, the thing was, I had so first of all, let's just go back here. Janine's like, I want something that's disturbed and Godsmack or something like that. She's like, I want it
Ooh.
heavy. I'm like, oh, okay. So I kind of was getting ideas, and I'm thinking, okay, one of the ideas was to slip the Spice Runners, in there
Nice.
somewhere. So I kind of had that idea, and then it was just sitting down, and I had just done this piece for Joel. He wanted the pork chop theme, right? So I've got this sitting here.
Nice.
Just showing you where it starts. Right? He wanted that as his giveaway music. So I already had that kind of set up with it, and then I just kind of sat down and started coming up with stuff, and just out of nowhere. Whoops, wrong one.
Very nice.
Right? So it became more AC/DC than it was the disturbed Godsmack that she was looking for. But it just came together. I was up to like 3 a.m. because the ideas just kept flowing. It was just so great.
Yeah.
And then I had the idea, and I'd asked him, I'm like, film yourselves setting up, putting your headphones on, turn your mics on, turn your lights on, whatever. Get what you can. And everybody sent me their stuff. And it was like, okay, so I started putting it together on the timeline in the video stuff. And I'm like, you know what? I need to at least get a rough version of that song in there to get an idea where things are going to cut.
Right.
And it's like the music totally dictated how the video flowed.
Yes.
And there's a part, and if you guys haven't picked it up, when Flex is sitting there and all the lights go on behind him, it totally times with the drum fill. Just you see it go across. It is dead on, and that is not by chance. That's something else intervening.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That it's meant to be like this, and this is how it's supposed to put together. And I think it just came out great. I feel really good
absolutely.
about it. You know?
Yeah, no, and
Very
you
good
should,
about it.
man. Like I said, I've seen nothing but positives on it, and I gotta be honest with you, that is the best intro I've seen for a first episode of anything. Honestly,
Yeah.
let alone a stream here on YouTube. So can definitely tell that you put a lot of work, a lot of love into it, and it shows. It is amazing. Like you said, it just flows so well. So congrats on that. I love that more people are gonna get to see it more and more as they check out again Rogue Five Cantina every Sunday, 8 p.m. Central. So once again, check them out this Sunday. It's gonna be the Halloween special, so it's gonna be pretty fun.
Exactly. They'll do that.
There you go.
Right.
So, I was telling Scott, a little bit behind the scenes, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have the most musically talented person I know of, at least, and
The only one that you know.
not the only one that I know, but the top for sure. And I was like, you know what? I got a little bit jealous of the Rogue Five Cantina setup. All of those guys got some pro setup. Janine was rocking your setup.
Jeez. No,
Sunday.
well, she's got her own stuff. Like she got her own mic arm that
I saw
lights
that.
up and everything.
I saw that. Which, by the way, I kind of need one now. But so I decided to splurge for a little bit of a mixer myself, and I've been pushing buttons like crazy, and I don't know, if they do anything. But I think I actually managed to record something here. So let me know if you guys can hear it.
Yes. What was it? There it is.
Exactly. Now, that's actually me, saying it. So,
That's awesome. That's
like,
you saying it. That's
yes,
that's
that's me.
awesome. That's
And I
awesome.
think I got one more, but maybe not.
Hello there.
Nice. That you too?
Yep, that's me too.
Nice.
So, like I said, I was pushing
Nice.
buttons and somehow it changed my voice and I managed to record it. So, there's that's as far as my audio engineering, skills go. But
Yeah, but the thing is your where is it?
You were
No, it's not that one. I gotta find it.
Good work. Don't be too. The force is strong.
I have it around here.
you don't know that.
Okay, that's one. But
Good,
there's
don't
another
be
one
too-
in here that
don't-
I'm trying to find.
The force is strong. The force.
It's an Obi.
I got He's all.
This is a dangerous time for you.
That's the one I was
you will
looking
be
for.
tempted by the dark side of the force.
Yes,
that.
because that's what this is bringing. You start getting the
Exactly.
mixer, you start getting the buttons in there, everything changes.
yeah. Oh,
For the
yeah.
better. For the better.
So yeah, no. So I'm baby steps, but yeah, like I said, you guys have inspired me to do a little bit better, on the stream. So thank you for that. And so, but all right, let's get a little bit back into your secret origins. So after A New Hope, right?
Yeah.
You see it in theaters. A year later, finally, you get some toys,
Yep.
right? And so a couple of years later, after that, you get Empire Strikes Back.
Mhm.
Now, was the hype still there?
Oh, yeah.
For it.
Oh yeah.
So were you there?
Absolutely. So new toys were coming out because they were
Yeah.
ready around that time. There were kids on the street that had them or similar stuff. Birthdays, you would get like a Star Wars towel or whatever from whomever, even people that weren't into it. So people knew you were a Star Wars nut, with all of it.
Right.
But like with Empire, the Snowspeeder. I remember getting the Snowspeeder and a lot of the other stuff. So I was really fortunate to get what I got, back then, all the way at the beginning of the Land Speeder to the X-Wing to the two TIE Fighters to the Millennium Falcon. Then
Man.
3 years later, you wind up with like, the Snowspeeder
Right.
stuff. So yeah, it just kept going. It's always been there. It's never left. It's just that other things, life gets in the way with stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So okay, so you were pretty into it by Empire. How about Jedi? Were you still, or was that starting to wind
No,
down a little bit?
totally into Jedi. Totally dug it. But let's see, we were 1983, so I was about 13 at that point.
Right.
So things were changing a little bit. I wasn't necessarily going out and getting toys, but love Star Wars still. Absolutely love Star Wars. Everything with it. And you got to remember other things were starting to come in around that time.
Right.
Just other movies that you like too, like Gremlins. I remember I was telling Janine I had a big old gremlin in my room at one point.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's you get different things as the time goes on. And then, of course, you're going after girls around that time, and that's where your money's going, and nothing's changed.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the same thing instead of it going to those things. Plus, around that time, around 83, 82, 83, I wanted to be a guitar player really bad. I wanted to be
Really?
Eddie Van Halen. Yeah, absolutely. And my father did some work with this company that I now work for, and brought home one of their synthesizers, and I put the guitar down and went to the keyboards.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's where I've been since that time.
That's awesome. So, so yeah, one thing I forgot to mention, I guess earlier, is that music very much runs in your family.
Yes.
So your father was also a very, very talented composer. So
Flamenco player. He's a flamenco
Yes.
guitar player. Yeah.
there you go.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. And so okay, so that you kind of just explained what was gonna be my my next question, because I really wanted to know where this came from. So
I miss that hair, man.
that is absolutely the
Yeah.
best picture I have seen all week, by the way.
That would have been around 91, 92, somewhere in there. It was a photo shoot for a band called Badger that went on
Nice.
tour. So, yeah, it was just the rock time. I mean, I started playing clubs before I was supposed to be in there. I think I was in my first club at 15 or 16.
Oh wow.
And
Okay.
I would have to come in from the parking lot, and then when I was done, exit. I couldn't stay in the bar,
That's
or
crazy.
anything like that. But yet my roadie for some reason could, and he was 14, but he
Oh,
had a
wow.
mustache and just looked older.
There you go.
So go figure. But yeah, we opened up one of the bands that I was in, Risk, RYSK. We opened up for some big names, Ballista
Nice.
Colt and Hurricane,
wow.
TNT. And some of those guys have gone on to be even bigger. The guy that was the lead singer of the band Hurricane is now the lead singer of Foreigner. So
Oh,
yeah, everybody kind of moves through it. So that was definitely through, my clubbing years and my rock bands and all the stuff that I was doing then.
Dude, that
it
is
was a
awesome.
great time. Yeah, it was a great
yeah,
time.
absolutely. So I'm assuming in your household, you basically grew up with music around you, right?
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
and so was it something that interests you from a very young age, or did it take a little bit of
It's a great question. So I'll ask you, what was your favorite band at what age? I mean, when you were like 5 or 6, did you have a favorite band?
I don't know that I did. I had a favorite song probably.
Okay.
One that would just play on repeat till my parents, through the
Told you
through
to
the
knock
cassette.
it
Yeah,
off,
exactly.
yeah.
Like they on purpose, broke the little cassette tape, right?
Mhm.
Yes, that's how old I am, guys. Cassette, tapes.
So Eagles were in my house, Beatles a lot.
Nice.
Beatles were my favorite band, no question.
That's amazing.
And then we're talking 5, 6 years old. We lived in England and Switzerland for about 6 months, almost a year. I started
Okay.
first grade in Switzerland. And when I was in England, I tried to, everything I was allowed to get for the Beatles, I got. And whether if it was a
Okay.
book or something like that, my father allowed me, because again, I'm 5 years old.
Right, right.
Lost my 2 front teeth in England. That was that time. But yeah, it was the Beatles. So music was always part of my growing up. Dad would
Right.
play guitar once in a while. Again, I didn't discover really playing keys until 83,
Wow.
somewhere around there. But yeah,
So-
music's always been a huge part.
So by that point, you mentioned that you were playing guitar.
Yeah.
So was that the first, I guess, instrument that you kind of picked up?
The first instrument I think I tried was well, we were all forced to play the recorder back in school.
Mhm.
And then I went for violin and I got frustrated with that. And then I went for trumpet and I got frustrated with that. And my uncle, of course, it's a big story of this tie-in, but my uncle could pretty much play anything. He would find a weird instrument and he'd figure out how to play it.
Wow.
So he was a guitar player and a keyboard player and a drummer and a bass player and a flautist and saxophone player and so on and so forth. I mean, it just goes on. So what had happened was, if we even go back before I was even considered or thought of, my uncle wanted to take guitar lessons.
Okay.
So my mom would drive him to guitar lessons. The guitar teacher was my father. So Keith, my uncle Keith, got about 2, maybe 3 lessons out of it, and
Right.
then they started dating and no more.
Right.
So that's how that worked. But yeah, I've got it on both sides,
Right.
one way or another with the music end. So I could always relate
Wow.
to everybody.
Right, right. No, that's crazy. I mean, I know that talent is definitely a factor, right? But it's also the environment that you grow up in, right? By people that appreciate music, right? And have that how can I say it? That discerning ear, right? That some people never get, honestly. So it definitely changes your perspective, from a very young age, like you said. So that's amazing. I mean, it totally shows. I mean, like I said, you're super talented, and so this kind of just reinforces that. Just kind of makes me think of like, oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. Like he comes from two what would we call it? Two powerful musical bloodlines,
Well, it also depends on who's around you, and this is huge
True.
for anybody. I stopped playing for probably about 8 years because I was focused on a business that I was starting. I was a
Gotcha.
cabinet maker. I had my own cabinet shop. And then buddies that I played with when I was kids wanted to start things up again, which got
Sure.
me into wanting to play again. So I broke out the gear, and the person that I was with at the time was like, "Can you put headphones on? I don't want to hear that." Da, 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 da. That's how it was constantly. Enter Janine a few years later, And she's like, I want to hear you play. I
Right.
love hearing you play. And it's like, oh my gosh, I went from this level to this level just because of the support and what she could feel what I was feeling when I was playing, right?
There you go.
So it totally elevates you. And that just goes to show anybody out there, surround yourself with the right people, the people that support you, because you'd be amazed at what you can do when you've got that kind of support and push behind you.
Absolutely. Yeah, guys, take note. That is a key to life right there. So that's awesome. That's a great story. And again, thank you to everybody in your life that supported you, because here you are making great things and sharing it with us. Like I said,
Oh, thank you. Yeah. It's
so
awesome. It's awesome to be a part of it. It's awesome to hear. I mean, I think the first one that started it was Gabe, Collection Wars. I came on their show. I had it set up. I showed the keyboards. Hey, I can do this, and played some stuff. I played like the Terminator theme that I did.
nice.
Gabe hit me up after the show, and he's like, hey, would you be interested in doing our music for the show, the theme song? And I said, oh, wow. Okay, I'll give it a shot.
Right.
And I sat there and I just played their opening video over and over again, and just sat here and just kind of started playing stuff. And all of a sudden I started to come up with something. And that theme I'm impressed with.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that theme is fire. So
I put it all together here on this keyboard and everything I did, and then I sent it to a friend of mine because I was like, I want to do other things to it, but I just don't know what. And then he put in the percussion, and we went through some other things and changed some stuff around, and it is what it is, which is
no, it's
phenomenal.
amazing.
Phenomenal
Yeah,
piece.
yeah, absolutely. Dude, that is so cool. I did not know that. That it was after you were on the show.
Yeah. And then with Spice Runners,
Right.
it was the idea of getting everybody to say, hey,
Right.
welcome, because you're in there. You're in that opening.
I am. Yeah.
Yep. And then it was editing that together and figuring out what to play next to it. And
Right.
I actually pulled out a piece. That opening track is the only one out of all of them that is completely played live. Everything else is
No way.
multi-tracked. That
Yes.
one is completely live.
Oh, that's awesome. I did not know that. That is very, very cool. And yeah, so guys, in case you haven't, for whatever reason, checked it out, you definitely need to check out Spice Runners Lounge here on YouTube. Scott is part of it with our friend Evan, and exactly, and Jeff and Jason and all those guys, right?
Brian and Jason.
So,
Dubag.
exactly. And Dubag. So Fridays at 8 p.m. Central, these guys go live. One of the funnest shows out there, period. Let alone Star Wars theme. So you guys definitely check it out. We always have a ton of fun in the chat. They're always bringing up very talented people as well and showcasing some of their work. And so definitely check them out. Spice Runners Lounge again here on YouTube. But sorry, I've been having too much fun talking to you, man. I'm ignoring the chat. So let me jump
Get to
right
him.
back
Yeah,
in.
get to him.
So let's see. Cass says you don't have to spend a lot on your collection to have fun with it. I agree, man. Oh,
No.
never mind. He says, okay, I lied. Star Wars collections is stupid expensive.
It is, but the
It
thing
can
is
be.
that you collect what you want, or collect
Yes.
what you like, collect what you love. It doesn't matter who has what. Some people can save, and get that one thing that costs a
Right.
lot. Other people can
Right.
just do that. Us, it's like a toothbrush holder
Yeah.
to, a bust or something. So it's the gamut. Do what you like.
Yeah, absolutely. There are all kinds, first of all, of Star Wars stuff out there, right?
Yeah.
So there is something for everybody, right? So if you want to just specialize on, I don't know, posters, right? Trust me, there's plenty of posters out there.
There's
And
not
some-
enough wall.
Yeah,
but there's
exactly. I was
plenty
going
of
to say it
posters.
might not be enough wall, but there's plenty of stuff. So I agree that it does not have to be, expensive. It can be very easily. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. So collect, some people like to collect bootlegs, for example, which, tend to be, at least, normally they're not that expensive. And some of them do shoot out, like the foreign stuff does shoot out like quite a bit of money. But again,
Well, it's like anything else, right? You may have a focus where you just want the Lily Letty
Exactly.
figures, or you just
Yep.
want this or that. That's go for it, man. That's awesome. If you have a specific niche that you like, us, Janine and myself, it's all Star Wars. It's like there's so much of it. It's like, ooh, that's cool. If that's cool and it's affordable and you can buy it, we buy it. That's just
Right.
how it is. But unfortunately, Janine's been going to the Bat side a little bit, the Catwoman and the Batman, and it's
Yeah.
like, come back over to Star Wars. She's like, no,
Right.
I'm over in Batman.
No, and trust me, it is hard. Don't get me wrong, because there are some lines that I love, from that are not Star Wars, that are from my childhood,
Yes.
and I'll indulge here and there, right? But like you said, you kind of have to reel yourself back in, because otherwise, unless you have unlimited money and unlimited space, you can't really collect everything. right?
Everything, yeah. You
That's-
gotta figure out your lane and stay in it. Because I mean, even for me, before Star Wars, it was 1966 Batman. I took that
There you go.
serious. It's a comedy, but I took it serious.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, that's what I did when I got home from preschool. I am Batman.
There you go. There you go. So Rex says, wow, I need to take my shirt. It's getting hot in here. So I'm pretty sure he's talking about this right here. So
Oh, yes.
and yeah, I hear you, Rex. I'm trying to compose myself because I'm the host, but oof. So
yeah,
so
it just
Pats
went
fans-
here. Everything
Yes.
that was here is now here. That's just
there
how
you go.
it is.
Hey, at least it's still around, right? Pats fan says, "What the f did I just see?"
Exactly.
Come on, don't act like you're not jealous. Cat's laughing at Rex. Janine saying, "Haha,
Yeah.
Rex." That's like that's like he's mine, not yours, Rex. Laughter kind of thing. So, Patsman saying, "Damn, Scott, wow, I know, right?"
Yep.
Batman
Intros,
saying
thank
that
you.
intro was amazing. Yeah, man, it's so good. Absolutely. Joe saying thank you, because you guys killed it with that one. Johnny saying, "Yo, I
Yo,
made it.
Johnny.
Welcome."
up?
Rolando saying hi to Johnny. Janine saying Scott also did the intro music to Collection Wars. Yes, he just talked about that, which again killed it. Scott rocks. Yes,
All
but
right,
he can
I'll
also
flex.
jazz. Did you know that?
I can also jazz.
Johnny
So
saying hi to Rolando. We got our brother Daniel, the Legacy of Nerd, saying yo.
Hey, man. Yep.
Joe saying
Love
love
our
our
music.
music.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We all do. Johnny saying hi to Janine. Flex saying hi to Johnny Boy. Janine saying yes. And Johnny saying, Flex, what's good,
What's
player?
good, player?
Joe saying hi to Johnny. Johnny saying, hey, Scotty, play that
Funky
funny
Ewoks
Ewok
clip. I don't know. I don't remember.
There you
what
go.
that was.
So yeah, he takes requests, guys. So
Yeah, right? Funny.
Batman saying, I love the Jawa samples.
I
Yeah,
know.
man, those are awesome. I
My,
need
my
to-
favorite are this one.
Yes.
And then this one.
Absolutely. That is amazing. Might need to find that one. Janine saying, don't forget to hit that like button, friends. So yeah, guys, I would
Yes.
appreciate it if you hit the like button here on the stream, so that YouTube, the mythical YouTube algorithm, gets, its props, gets satisfied, and says, yes, this dude knows what he's doing, even though it's not true.
It is. It is.
we got-
I'm going to interrupt you here because I remember you coming on Spice Runners Lounge.
Yeah.
And you got to hang out with us, and you were like, wow, how do you guys do it? And this, that, and you weren't sure of yourself and all this other stuff. And it's like, dude, we're just goofy. I mean, we're just goofy. We mess around. We don't care. You miss something by accident. Oops, I missed. Nothing needs to be perfect. That's
Right.
why we just have fun. And I watched you and your channel go from being a little nervous and to where you are now. Holy crap, dude. I always tell Janine, I go, he is nailing it. He is got
man.
this down. You're doing it by yourself. For
I am.
us, it takes a village. It takes a village to do what we do. You're doing it by yourself. So, dude, my hat's off to you. You do an incredible job. Great people on your show. Awesome.
No, I truly appreciate that. And I would counter with saying I don't necessarily do it on my own. Technically, I push the button and stuff, but I bug, people like you. I'm like, hey, man, how do I do this? And, I've done that. I've done that to Jeff, to Eben, to basically everybody here in the chat.
That's what the community's
and-
for.
But I
right?
was gonna say,
Everybody's here
but
to help each other.
Everybody's so awesome in this community that they're like, hey, man, here you go, try this. Or look, this is how I got around this. Or, hey, I was watching you stream, but something funky happened here. Like, make sure it doesn't happen again. Like that kind of stuff, So, like what you were saying before, right? Surround yourself with people that care enough, right? Exactly, and they will lift you up. So I always enjoy, our streams. Like you said, they're just meant to be fun, right?
Hmm.
But I always appreciate the time anybody here, takes to go, hey man, you sounded, a little bit worse today for some reason, right? I will take that any day because that makes me go and be like, hey, what did I, mess up this time? What did I change? What shouldn't I have changed, right? For the next one. So I can be just a little bit better every time.
Also,
So
how you learn. You're like,
exactly.
okay, I
Yeah.
know not to do that ever again.
Exactly, yeah.
So, yeah.
And so I appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. It means the world,
True.
coming from you because
Janine just wrote it down there. The very last comment. Says,
I'll
he
jump
does
into
say
it right
that
now.
every time. Yep.
And so we got Greeter in a Speedo saying, "Hey,
Speedo
big."
in a Speedo. Name of my new band.
There you go. We got Eben saying
Mm-hmm.
Scott saying sup everyone. Duffman saying so big. Again, I'm pretty sure they're talking about
My
this
hair?
one. So yeah,
big.
no, I get it. I love it. Flex again reminded you guys to hit that like button. I appreciate it if you do. McCullough guys saying make sure everyone likes the stream. Thank you guys for that.
Yes, thank you.
Janine saying childhood snow speeder and land speeder are in our tree. Oh, that's awesome.
True. They are. They're both sitting in the tree.
That is
The
so
tree
cool.
has not been down in 3 years because it is now a display.
Yeah, I was gonna
for
say
Star
it's
Wars
yeah.
stuff.
Hey, it just rotates, right? It's like, hey, no, right now, this time of the year, it's a Star Wars display. Christmas stars coming in. Hey, no, it is our Christmas tree, so it makes perfect sense.
Exactly.
Love it. So everybody saying hi to each other. Thank you so much for that. Again, thank you so much, guys, for being here. We got 1,000 Ghosts saying greetings, foolish mortals.
Nice.
Thank you so much for being here, man. I appreciate you. And congrats, by the way. I'm not jealous at all, for finding that Ray lightsaber at Ross for $60.
You found it?
He found
Or
it.
he found it? Yeah.
1,000
Wow.
Ghosts.
Yeah.
Yeah, he posted that picture earlier, and I was like, yeah, I hate you so much.
Way to go, 1K.
Yeah, right. Janine saying, "Oh boy," Duffman saying, "Ghost." Greeter in a Speedo with the ghost saying hi. Pat's fan saying 80s.
That's right. And they rocked, and I go back in a second.
Oh,
Go ahead.
absolutely. Yeah, I hear you on that one. There you go, Jeff.
Yes, White
Epic
Snake.
White
Good
Snake. Very nice. Rex saying, Scott, I will make you a wig. Oh, there you go.
I need a wig. But thank you.
Somebody's
appreciate
looking
that.
for, somebody's projecting.
Mhm.
Batman saying, whoa. Janine saying, in Hollywood. Very cool.
Played the Sunset Strip. Recorded in Echo Sound, which is the same studio that Belle Biv DeVoe did the song Poison. If you remember that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so we recorded in that. It was in probably looked about that 91, somewhere in there. So yeah.
Wow.
It's amazing
That's
how
awesome, man.
things have come for studios, reel to reel, and out to computers and everything else.
Very true. Very true. And I guess, it has extended the reach also. I mean, a lot of people, now can spend let's say, a couple grand or something like that and get some pretty decent sound out of their recordings, right?
Right.
Whereas before that stuff was just astronomically expensive and was, that almost prohibitive for a lot of people, to be able to record.
It was. I mean, you got a little 4-track recorder that you could get, but to do anything more than that, you really need to be in a studio. If you
Right.
wanted it to even sound good, you need to be in a studio, and that became thousands upon thousands of dollars. To do
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So just to put things in perspective for all you young kids here in the chat, that when Scott said that he actually got to record, in a studio, that's kind of a really big thing. Okay.
Jeff is like, that song Poison is too old for me, Scott. Just saying. Yep. That's how long ago it was. It's
Yeah.
crazy. I know.
Yeah. So Rex is saying the general was a Backstreet Boy. Hey, and sync. All right. Don't get him mixed
Get
up.
it right.
Exactly. Saying laughing at Rex. Thousand Go saying a fighter saying was the Beatles and
Yep.
Kiss. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Very
Kiss.
nice.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's nothing like hearing a 5-year-old running around singing Love Gun.
Yeah, right. There
Yeah.
you go. Exactly. Millennium Workshop says first instrument was the rubber blaster.
Rubber blaster. That's awesome.
That was a ghost. Yes, because what's up with that? What did they think we were going to get out of the
Recorder.
the recorder? Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why. It was one of the worst things, to sit there and play. But whatever.
Yeah. Janine saying Uncle Keith, Patsman, Josue saying hello everyone. Thank you so much for coming in, man. Appreciate you. And Rolando saying hi to Josue. We got Juan, that's my cousin, saying hello there.
Hey, cousin
Thank you so
Juan.
much for coming in, brother. Appreciate you, man. Rolando saying hi. Janine saying hi to both of them. We got Dave's Dimension saying, hey, y'all. Appreciate you, man. Thank you again for coming into the stream. Um, Pazvan saying, absolutely. Positive attracts positive. Yes, exactly.
Bingo.
Exactly. Janine gets a prize, says Batman. I'm pretty sure she already got it.
Nice.
It's called Scott.
No, she wouldn't. She wouldn't agree with that. But yeah, let's just say yes for now.
Yeah, right. We'll go with yes. Flex saying hi to Dave. Janine saying, thank you, Batman. Jeff saying the mix is the best.
Great point, Scott. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Absolutely.
Janine saying hashtag no more space. Janine saying hi to Daniel. Pat saying I was referring to his talent, not his looks, although he was pretty. Dude,
I was very pretty. You know it. I was very pretty.
What is this was thing?
What? Well, that's when I had my hair, which is
I don't know,
now
man.
my personality, like I said, has been moved to here. But yeah.
Well,
So there.
I just want you to know that this is my new desktop wallpaper. So just letting you know. Just FYI.
No.
He does say that every time.
That's why I was giving you compliments. I swear, you're killing it.
Oh, appreciate
dude.
it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Patson saying nice. Jeff saying the song posted is all for me, Scott. Just saying that's what you're saying.
Right.
Janine saying I remember spending many hours in the studio. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Ask Scott how we met. Ooh.
All right. So MySpace. Believe it or not,
Remember
it was MySpace. Yeah. So it was probably about 2005, if I remember right, somewhere in there. Not a good time for either one of us. We didn't know each other at the time. I had a friend. I was in a band, and a friend on MySpace said, hey, grab your music and bring it over to this radio station. It's an internet radio station. They'll play your stuff. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, okay, why not? So I send it over, and he starts playing it, and he's asking all these questions and everything. The name of the radio station, it's an internet station, is called Radio Ugly. Great name. Radio Ugly. Great name.
That's, yeah.
So before I know it, I'm actually DJing on that station.
Nice.
So I'm introducing, there's a lot of indie bands that are coming through, getting to know people because I had a chat board. And Janine was helping that station. She had some friends that were kind of part of it or like to hang out there, and she did too, with like the bulletins and things like that. This guest is going to be on, and this guest is going to be on, whatever. Anyways, she popped up on Messenger. So this would have been Yahoo Messenger back in the day.
Nice.
I saw a picture of her, and I was like, who is that? And in no time, I'm like, give me your digits. Basically, I'm calling you. And we just started talking over 4 months to get to know each other.
Yeah.
I went out to New York because my father said my phone bill at the time was way too expensive, and it would be cheaper to send me to New York. So I went to New York, met up with Janine. We actually went up to the radio station owner's house, hung out in that area, which is like way upstate New York, for the weekend. And then we decided, okay, we'll try and see if we can see each other like once a month till the end of the year and see where we're at. It lasted about 16 days, and I had her shipped out from New York, and she's been here ever since.
That is amazing. That's so awesome. So
great story.
Yeah,
and who would have known because I knew she knew Star Wars and stuff like that and was definitely into the music. But it wasn't until, and she talked about it on the Rogue 5 Cantina last Sunday, that she wanted that Leia doll. And she's like, you should get it. And I'm like, no. And she got it. And boom, here you go, Miss Collector.
There you go.
You know?
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. And so that's how Scott's collection, ended up in the garage. So
Exactly.
So actually, speaking of your collection, what are you collecting right now? What lines or what characters, you're sticking to?
Well, it still jumps all over the place. It's like I have Janine will go through Macari every once in a while and go, "Hey, check this out." And recently it was the toy, the T16 toy.
Yes.
That guy had it still brand new in a box.
Nice.
For $28. I said,
what?
buy it. I have the model to put together, but I'll take that for now. Brand new in a box.
Yeah, absolutely.
It even had the little catalog in it of all the stuff that was available at that time, which was kind of a trip. So I will bounce around. I mean, obviously, Hot Toys, helmets. I have a helmet on order that I'm hoping to see mid next month.
Nice.
We'll see if that all happens. I don't want to send anything until I have it.
Sure.
Models, definitely. I've got a couple Falcons I'm working on that I'm painting.
Nice.
So I kind of bounce around, but every once in a while, like I finally just gave in with the Hot Toys with the Return of the Jedi Vader and the Return of the Jedi C-3PO.
yes.
I'm like, all right, I'm going to order them, damn it. And I did pre-order. My first day one pre-order ever was the Dewback with the Stormtrooper.
Oh, that thing is gorgeous, man.
So right now I'm into it. I think a total of like, with everything, $50, $30.
Yeah.
But it's all going to hit, I guarantee, at the same time.
Yeah.
And that's where it's going to hurt. But
Yeah.
no,
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited about that stuff because that Star Wars to me, original trilogy is Star Wars.
I hear you.
That's my favorite, So
That's awesome, man. Well, you, I guess more particularly, but Janine also. But you, I know you shared the love for the ships, the actual, I've seen you pick up a couple of the micro galaxy squadrons.
Oh, dude, I'm
like-
digging those. Those are
right?
fun.
They're
Yeah.
pretty fun. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, for what they are and what they cost, honestly, I'm pretty okay with them. Yes, some paint, could be better, but I think most of the molding is pretty decent.
They're more for display because I have a
Yeah.
shelf that's above my window over here. And then behind the shelf on the wall, I've got blue paper, right? So it looks like a blue screen.
Right.
And I've got, the Black Series snow speeder up there. And
I love that
an
thing, by the way.
A-Wing and a Y-Wing and a Scout Trooper and a TIE Fighter. And it's like I want to figure out a way to either get these things on stands or drill a hole in them and put a pole in them because they're all going to set up there with that.
Nice.
And from just that distance of them being up there, they're going to look fantastic.
Yes,
Absolutely fantastic.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Also, Janine's
They're all going on the tree. No.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Sergio says, "Love you guys. Gotta go. I'll see you all on Friday. Hate to leave, but have to go. Appreciate
Got
you for
it.
being here,
No
Sergio.
problem.
Thank you so much."
Mhm.
Pat's fan saying, "I used to hang out at TCB Studios in Boston back in the late '80s." Oh wow!
Wow.
Nice.
Nice.
We got somebody from Facebook
Hey,
saying,
that
"Vinny."
is my drummer.
Oh no way!
Yeah.
Very
And the
very
Dream
cool.
Theater.
Saying, "Way to go,
Yeah,
Scotty
We,
Keys."
we would do a band called Dream Theater. We were a tribute band. We're trying to ramp it back up again, and he's the drummer to it. So
Very
he's a really,
cool.
really good friend. Great
That's
to see you,
awesome.
Vinny.
Rex saying, "Scott Strober might be my Halloween costume this year." Ooh,
There you go.
There
That's
you
it,
go.
Michael Bolton.
yeah,
right.
inspired. I love it. Chef saying,
It's
"I used to have
definitely
MySpace with Poison playing when you visited."
Oh, you're awesome.
That's
You're
hilarious. Daniel saying, "Not
awesome.
AIM."
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh,
Yeah, that's
Janine
right.
saying, "I was DJ Shmi."
Shimmy. That
Shimmy.
was the name she went by. DJ Shimmy. I was Scotty Keys, I think. DJ Keys. Keyz. Yeah, Scotty
That's
Keys.
awesome. Pat's been saying, "Go for
Mm-hmm.
you both." Oh my God, I was in a crew back in the day. Yep.
Mhm.
That's the AOL Messenger, guys, in case you
Yeah,
don't,
yeah.
you were born, probably later, but that's all right.
Yeah.
Rex saying that thing is sweet, not gonna lie. Is it the smiling Dewback?
Right? Yeah. No.
Nice.
I don't. It's the one that you can change, whichever, because it comes with the two different parts on it. But yeah, it's the side. It's not the sideshow. It's the Hot Toys Dewback with the Sand Trooper. Had to
That's
get it.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it when Hot Toys decides to do something just besides the characters, like when they'll do like actual vehicles or in this case like the creatures. I think that's the best.
Well, that they did the Scout Trooper. I mean, they did the Mandalorian Scout Trooper with Bike, and it's like, okay, that's my only chance to get it, so I got it. And then they did the one I really wanted, which was the Return of the Jedi.
The Return of the Jedi, yeah.
So I had to have that one. Yeah.
Yep. No, I hear you. I actually gave in to one of their daily sales. I got the Anakin from Clone Wars. So it's
Yes.
the Hayden Christensen with the blue armor, but on the little speeder, on the little step,
Yeah.
that droid, two cannon one. Yeah, they had it a pretty good price, and I was like, that's one of the few vehicles they've done, in a while. So
So when did you make the crossover where you're like, okay, Black Series, crap, Hot Toys?
the very first Hot Toy, believe it or not, that I got was the Dead Watch Mandalorian, the blue and gray
Yeah.
one.
Mhm.
Don't ask me why. I don't really have a perfectly good reason. I just love the way that thing looks, like that color scheme.
Oh, Janine loves it too.
yeah,
She doesn't
the-
have one, but she wants one.
Yeah, and as you most of you guys know, I like Boba Fett a lot,
Mhm.
and I don't have a Boba Fett hot toy. So
Right.
in my mind, when I saw that thing, I was like, "Oh, shouldn't I?" Yes, love it. Which say what you will about the show, that song still does it for me. Um, and so I was like, I wrestled with myself quite a bit to get the Dead Watch. I was like, I don't like. It's not even like a character, right? Like it doesn't even have a name. It's literally just like Dead Watch,
Hmm.
uh, vanilla flavor Mandalorian, right? So,
Yeah.
but I just love the way it looks, so I picked that one up. Then on Celebration last year, I picked up the Clone Trooper, the Chrome one, the Chrome
Yes.
version.
Yes. Uh huh.
Um, Again, it's just one of those things. So, so this is my third one, with the Anakin. Uh,
Yeah.
I gotta stop. Be, and I think the
Got to be
next one has
careful.
to
Yep.
be a Boba Fett. If there is gonna be a next one, I think it's gotta be a Boba Fett. I'm like,
You
I
got
feel
to.
bad.
Well, the thing is, as you've learned, I mean, it was even true back in the day, a while back. But now it's like you almost have to kind of jump on them when you're looking at them because you could lose it. Or, hey, I'm going secondhand. I'll find it later.
Exactly.
But I mean, I was following and saw and knew of Sideshow. I don't know if I knew of Hot Toys, but I definitely knew of Sideshow and would see like the Han Solo figures and things like that. Probably, I don't know, 2010 or something. I just remember seeing it. I always liked them, but I didn't know
Right.
what to do with them. I wasn't really collecting anything. I didn't know where to put things, so on
Sure.
and so forth. And it wasn't until we hit the pandemic, like so many of us,
Yeah.
that we were finally home. We were looking for things to do, and it was like, screw this! I'm buying something for myself.
Yeah.
And that's where it started for me. My first hot toy was the Mandalorian,
Nice.
the Durasteel
Yes.
setup.
Yeah.
And I was so excited when that thing came in. I just thought it was the coolest thing. And I got hooked, and I was like, oh crap, here goes
Yeah.
this one.
Yeah. So I've
Good
been,
stuff.
I've been trying, to stay away. So I'm averaging like 1.5 hot toys a year. So I think I'm doing okay. But
Mhm.
but still, I know there's gonna be that one. Like for example, the Vaders, they've been just cranking them out, and each one is better than the previous one.
Then the
So
next, yeah.
I'm
I
like,
mean,
oh,
they say
like,
that this Return of the Jedi Vader is the last one the Hot Toys are going to do. Who
yeah.
knows?
But yeah,
But
there's
okay, I'll buy into it. Give me. Give me.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So Janine saying, our reception of him at our wedding was honor thy father. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
so it's a Dream Theater song. It's a
Yeah.
really heavy Dream Theater song. And actually, there is a video on YouTube of me and my band playing that.
No way.
Yeah, but
Oh, I
we,
gotta
we
look
did
that
it
up.
as the track when we went out. And
Right.
then Pat's fan. So there you go for that one. Because he said he liked the song Metropolis.
Yes,
That
he
was
did. Right here. Rex saying, I got a spare Boba Fett. Oh, see, there it is. I'll give you a great deal on there. See, I'm telling you, man.
Mm-hmm.
So Pat's fan is saying, I still don't own a hot toy.
Yeah,
Yes.
stay away.
Yeah.
Because you'll get
Janine
sucked
saying,
into
I'll
it
find
next
it.
thing you
Yeah,
know.
let me know if you find it, Janine. I really want to watch that now. Rock on, says Pat fan. So, we could keep talking all night. Honestly, I mean, Scott has just so much to talk about. And
do.
it's been super super fun. But I want to take the spotlight, a little bit. And
Yes.
I got a little bit of an announcement. I give a little bit of a spoiler to Scott here behind the scenes. So I'll just jump right into it, guys. We got merch. So we are launching 2 designs, for shirts for General Kenobi's Bunker. This is the first one. It's called the Certified Toy Collector seal on it, and then we
Nice.
got another one, which is basically our logo here for the channel.
That's awesome.
So I am actually wearing. Oh, if you can see it.
There it is. Certified Toy Collector certified.
So that's the news, guys. Finally, we've been wanting to do this for a while, and so, but I wanted to do it right. So one of the things that we've talked about here, and I'll keep talking about it, is the community. So here, I'm actually partnering with a friend of mine who already had a shop on Etsy doing this kind of stuff, and I decided, why not? why not go with somebody I know as opposed
Yeah.
to maybe like a sort of like a faceless, corporation type of thing. Which nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that I just happen to know somebody that could already produce this stuff. So we've been working on it for a little bit. With the designs and what do we want to do in terms of the merchandise and stuff. So finally, I can show you guys here. We're ready to take orders. So I'm just gonna go ahead and drop the links here in the chat. If you guys are interested, I would appreciate it. We are gonna have some more stuff with these designs. We're about to launch, like having the mugs and some of the tumblers and that kind of stuff. But for now, we are showcasing the t-shirts because we got actually free shipping. So if you guys pick one of these up soon, then you will get free shipping. So yeah, guys, we got merch. So once again,
Awesome.
thank you for everybody. There's been a few people that have asked me before, hey, when are we gonna get it? When are you gonna do it? Where can I pick up something? So thank you to all of those that have asked. Here they are. Like I said, right now you guys get free shipping. So if that's something that interests you, the links are here on the chat. So all you got to do is click on them, place your order. She's already got a few of them actually ready to go. So by all means, the fabric is really nice. So like I said, I'm wearing this one here, and already got a couple other designs, but we'll take it slow. We'll see how this one's doing, stuff like that. Like I said, if you guys really, really want a mug, for example, she can make them already. So all you got to do is message her, sorry, here on Etsy, and just let her know that you would like, the logo or this design on a mug, and she can make them.
Oh, that's
We're
awesome.
working on putting together the listing for it, but she's ready to go. She's got the stuff that she needs to make them. So again, if you don't want to pick up a t-shirt right now, which is totally fine, we are able to get you a mug, with the logos as well. So check it out, guys. I would appreciate it if you support the channel, by picking one of these t-shirts. And again, right now we got two designs. So if you want to see what I look like, when I was Scott's age for that white snake face, boom, that's me right there. I'm just
That's
kidding.
not
That's
you.
I wish. Totally wish. So yeah, guys, again, thank you to those that have inquired. We finally got some merch. So excited about it, looking forward to it. And thank you, Scott, for letting me, interject here for a little
Oh,
bit.
of course.
But
This is great. I dig that shirt. I dig the one with the logo. The
yeah,
bunker. That's
appreciate
awesome.
it. It's really good. I have it also, but I can only wear one.
Right.
Before I have to do a wardrobe change, midstream. But so yeah, guys, thank you for being here. Thank you to Scott. I know he's super busy, and he jumped on the opportunity to be here like immediately. So
It's fun. It's
thank
fun
you.
stuff.
Yeah, it
right?
absolutely was. And we got to have you back. Like I said, there's a million more questions that I'd like to ask you. I'm always very, very curious of people that are talented and creative, because that's not something that I can relate to in a way. But so I'm always curious, about the process, about how they go about just even coming up with ideas, right? So we'll talk about that,
Another time.
at a later time. We'll save for the next stream. So thank you everybody here in the chat. You guys did amazing tonight. I really appreciate you. And I think maybe I can do this. Yes, clapping. Yeah, I'm getting it.
Nice. Yeah.
So thank you so much, guys. And let me just catch up here really quick with the chat. I don't want you guys to feel that I'm ignoring you, Bunker Bunch, but it's just been such a fun stream that I get lost in Scott's beautiful eyes. Force Racing saying, "Hey, General Scott and chat." Pat's fan saying, "Scott is my new bro crush. You rock, man." Yes,
Thanks, man.
he does.
Thanks.
Rex saying, "Love this." G4 saying, "Congrats." Pat's fan saying, "Nice." Legacy Nerd saying, "Merch." Yes, sir.
Yeah. Merch.
Janine saying, "Those are awesome." Thank you, Janine. Appreciate it. We got OBP Kenobi Relics, JKB logo shirt. Yes, sir. So appreciate you guys for that. Pat's fan saying, "Great show tonight." Nice. Janine saying, "Nice." Man Collect says, "Oh, I gotta have one of those shirts." Hey, appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Patsman saying, "Thank you guys for sharing." OBP saying, "Your bunker is filling up with troops there, General." Yeah, guys. So, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And dude, so I've been doing some work, I keep moving stuff around, and so I finally put up these guys. And as soon as I put them up and I started putting stuff in them, I was like, I don't like the way they look. so so I'm already
Yeah.
trying to, I actually hit up Jeff on on some advice, and Jeff, he displays his collection very nicely. So like I said, I like to pick his brain about stuff. So I might end up going to IKEA and picking up more than a couple things. Thanks to Jeff. But Cass saying, great show, guys. Thank you. I appreciate it. Rex saying, great show. Our brother Flag saying, great show. Janine saying, so much fun. Glad I was able to be here live. Yes. So thank you again, Janine. I really appreciate you just moving stuff around. And being able to be here.
Oh yeah,
Elijah
and she
saying,
fed me.
Jacob
She
eating
fed me
merch.
before this, otherwise I wouldn't have eaten. So that's a good
Yeah,
thing.
there you go.
It's a good thing.
Even better, right? So thank you for that, Janine. Again, thank you here, Bunker Bunch. Thank you so much for being in the chat.
Thank you all.
You guys were on fire tonight, so thank you for that. I truly, deeply appreciate it. Check out Scott again at Spice Runners Lounge Friday. 8 p.m. Central. For those of you in the Central Zone, you can convert it on Google on the other ones because I'm dyslexic. I don't know
9
what that
p.m.
means.
Eastern, 6 p.m. Western. So whichever.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should be a better host, but I'm not. So go check him out Friday, Spice Runners Lounge. Also, come back on Sunday, same time, all the times that Scott said, 8 p.m. Central, for Rogue 5 Cantina. So you can check out Janine's, again, the second half of the power couple in the Star Wars community. So the first sister, they've been doing amazing. It's I was actually privileged enough to be on their last stream on Sunday for their second episode, and it was a blast. Okay, so it's our friend Joe, Elijah, Janine, our friend Brett from Collecting with Cool, and Stan Sol. So he's on vacation, so I jumped
filled in.
I slid, yeah.
You did a great job.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. It was super, super fun. So make sure you check them out this Sunday because they got their Halloween special. There you go. And check it out. If nothing else, for the reason to check out that intro, guys. That intro is fire. You definitely need to see it.
Thank you.
So once again, thank you everybody here in the chat. You guys have an amazing rest of your week. Go check out our merch. So I'll drop the links here in the chat, and they will be on my link tree if you follow me on Instagram, which I hope that you do. But just in case you don't, here it is on Instagram. It's general.kenobis.bunker. On TikTok, we are general_kenobis_bunker. And our second YouTube channel where we produce content in Spanish is El Búnker del General Kenobi, which literally translates to General Kenobi's Bunker. So appreciate you guys. Thank you again. Yeah, right.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me on.
This was
again.
This was totally amazing. Thank you for being here. Thank you to the chat. And guys, go check out our merch. Free shipping. Awesome. All right, guys. Y'all have a good night, and I'll catch you on the next one.